lady, something the Grifone last managed in 2016. And I guess, Don Hutchison, they will be hoping that this week's elimination of Atletico from the Champions League has taken plenty out of the champions, not just physically, but mentally as well.
I think that's the hope for Genoa.
Supporters really putting on a show today at Marassi. And that man knows, of course, that whenever his side are in town, the home support, maybe the home team, just raise their game that little bit. The champions, the scout that everybody wants, Cesare Prandelli, something of a Juve legend from his playing days, was a European Cup winner with them. As Liverpool knocked Bayern out of the Champions League. It's for Juventus. And Cesare Prandelli, as I mentioned, a European Cup winner with Juventus, changes to the 11 that started the win over Athletic. Conceded the most scored. Allegri's side, comfortably the best team.
Conceded 0.6, so you've got to try and forget that. I think for the Juve players, after the exertions of Tuesday night, it'll be all about the start, so expect...
Alexandro dispossessed. Kwame, early opportunity here for the Grifone, and that's a good challenge by Bonucci.
Very good tackle from Leonardo Bonucci. Regani got a little bit fortunate because when Kwame was just bursting into the 8.
Fast start to last season's corresponding fixture for Genoa. Could they do the same here? Here's Bonucci. Criscito with the header. Days. João Cancelo. Well, I did inside the 5th minute. Header clear was by Zukanovic. In his opinion, really inspired the players. Talked about it being a great motivator. Chance for Criscito to cross, which he does, and it's cleared by...
There's Emre Can or Blaise Matuidi, whichever it might be alongside.
Flicked on by Sanabria. Kwame with the shot. Well, he does take up some very good positions, Kwame, and that's the second time in this game that he's been denied by a block.
A simple play that from Genoa is on.
Over it comes Kwame. Came off Lazovic, and feels he's getting to know his teammates better now, though, the Serbian international. Came off Sanabria and through here to Perin.
That was a stunning ball. Good run as well from Sanabria, just come short and spun in behind Regani. A little bit unlucky he couldn't take that.
João Cancelo. Movement from Mandzukic. Doing a fine one-off performance as they'll hope to do against Juventus today. Juve, the league's top.
It wasn't a great ball into Lazovic. He made a really play. Spinazzola was brilliant.
Kwame, oh, he's done really well, and it's dropped nicely. Brilliant stop. Oh, that's a fantastic save on his return to Marassi from Perin. Sanabria denied.
Incredible stop. We looked for all the world that once Genoa were in. Little ball just clipped in behind. Once Kwame's away, he's thinking he can take the shot on. Good defending from Regani. Have a look at that save.
Criscito. Kwame, who's had a good start to the game, although gives the ball away there.
Yeah, they've got to keep...
Sanabria. Lazovic looked to try and place one.
It's a very good relationship between the front three, though, for Genoa. Loads of movement.
Dancourt. There's 5 more wins required for Juventus to be sure of the title. It goes for the return. Mandzukic, Dybala. First sight.
The lineup on Tuesday night. And I thought...
The pass by Dybala. The cross from Alexandro. In towards Sanabria, and Caceres has missed that, and Lazovic trying to bring it down.
Clear. Really panics, doesn't he? Got a lovely touch about him.
Serie A away games unbeaten now for Juventus. They've won 20 Serie A away games.
They are one of the best sides in Europe in this sort of scenario where they're away from...
Run forward by Pereira. That's hung in the air, and it's come down here to be hit, and it was. Very back. Look how crowded it is in that box. Kwame with the header. They're saying there was a handball that's been given.
Penalty.
Penalty to Genoa. Referees seem to have a good view of that. Just one last look. Now we are going to get a decision. At handball. Now, the only person who can possibly know if it's deliberate is the player himself.
Yeah, but I think when...
Over and over again.
And in slow motion, which always looks worse. I'll tell you what's...
Who'd scored Incherin in the reverse fixture, left on the bench. First time cross by Criscito. Header.
Yeah, he's Genoa's sort of Pjanic, you know, he gets on the ball, he's got time and space on the ball, doesn't really panic, got loads of...
Very demanding and intense, Alexandro with the ball. Mario Mandzukic.
Diggy on the Juve side, but it does take time.
Alexandro. The head of João Cancelo's cross.
Good spell.
As Jan finds Alexandro, who was caught late there. Dybala with the ball in. And off him immediately. Dybala fires it over towards Mandzukic. In the latter stages of that competition. Dybala with the outswinging corner. And it's misjudged by M. Cancelo's cross. Sanabria closest to it. Came off Regani. That's nicely played. And it's Lucas Leia with the ball in. A fine ball it was too, and what a chance. Really good opportunity for Roland arriving in the box.
It's a good passage of play.
You'd have to say, actually, all the champions. Headed forward by Criscito. Radovanovic urged to shoot by the crowd.
Be a blow if they go behind.
Good claim by Perin, who... Dybala. Juventus unable to craft out a chance, which has been the case for much of that first half. The better opportunities have fallen to the home side. A good first half from Genoa, maybe a slight hangover.
From three, Genoa been very lively.
Juventus setting an unbelievable...
Now, Mark, and you look to his bench, got some fantastic players on there. Moise Keane, I would imagine.
Dybala tries to send it in towards that near post. Outswinger from Pjanic. It came off the heel of Kwame with the header. Didn't quite find. Well,
they left us on for Juve.
Mandzukic going down. Talks about needing to put Juventus under pressure, as they did on a few. First of Juve's 7 in a row.
He's been quiet for you.
Cross towards Mandzukic at the back post. Cross to Dybala, headed clear by Caceres. Flick didn't come on. A couple of the players, Zukanovic, one of them, appealed for offside, but they're queuing up in the middle. Dybala in. Paulo Dybala for the champions. A first half where they didn't register an attempt on target, but they have now. And Juventus break the deadlock. The referee here. Well, there's been a understandably. Marco Dybala, after advice from the video assistant referee, put forward as well here. Cross blocked by... It's a poor ball from Criscito.
Miskicked that one, really. A little bit of a shank.
It's Mario Mandzukic. The acrobatic effort, trying to win it back. Pandev, first involvement, it forward. It's Kwame and Pandev! Player Pandev will love coming up against Juventus, the outswinger by Criscito. But penned in a little bit here, the champions. Oh, and it came out. Just asked a bit too much of Criscito. Quite dropped for Kwame. Here comes Radovanovic. They're coming on here. Formerly of Juventus. Pandev. Storaro's forward in support. Opens up for the shot!
Aaron, I'll ask the question. wide. The goal again from Storaro gets himself in a good position. He's whipping it toward.
Be the Invincibles. Boys, yeah.
The Juve player potentially scoring the winner.
Nice here for Kwame. Pandev wants it in the middle. Kwame pulls it back. Pandev's there. Separates the sides with Storaro's first since February 2016. Outswinger from Krishita. Pandev in support. Pandev gets the pass. Pandev! 2 for Genoa. And it's the substitutes who've made the difference. Firstly Storaro, and now Goran Pandev. Genoa on the counter-attack. The champions had no answer.